Hi there, Gemini. You could be feeling pretty excited this month, especially because the month commences with this. Well, it's not a very close conjunction of Uranus, but towards the end of August, Moon would have been picking up on some of these Uranian energies, which have a lot to do with your higher mind and spirituality. And that's going to be an ongoing feature of your life for the next 5 or 6 years. And I think we alluded to that when Uranus moved into your sun sign. That's retrograding, and that's going to be going back out into the 11th house of friendships in a short time. But this month I wanted to talk about a few other things that are more immediate. Firstly, the sun in the 4th house, bringing with it a whole lot of dynamic energy related to your domestic sphere. And we see here some contact here between Uranus and the moon as well. And these are nice contacts, so if they are surprises, they are indeed pleasant surprises. And here we see the steadying hand of Saturn, also retrograde along with Pluto, South Node, the North Node usually both also retrograde, and Neptune also. So a lot of the planets doing this revisionary backstep that I talk about when I refer to the retrogressing of planets. And as I've been mentioning to the other star signs this month, I want to bring you into a bit more of a healing mode, because there are some things you can do to strengthen your planets that are friendly, and to, I guess, phase cancel some of the energies of the negative planets. So what are the positive planets, I guess, is important to look at, especially if they're under malefic influence. Your life stone is actually the gem for Mercury, according to Hindu astrology, which is a green emerald. You can use the substitutes for that, which are the jade or the peridot, green tourmaline, if you've got access to that and you can't afford so much. Diamond is also very useful for you, white coral, and to some extent you can wear a blue sapphire. And amethyst, which is the substitute gem, lapis lazuli, is also very good for Saturn. But generally, these two planets, I think Venus and Mercury, would do well to be accentuated with some fine gems. The malefic planet here, the karmic obstructor, is Jupiter. So you can do some fasting on a Thursday for that planet, and also for Mars, which is friendly to Jupiter, fasting on Tuesdays. Any sort of charitable work can also work well for you, which brings these planetary energies under control. Meditation, especially with this Uranus in the 12th house, this is the place of seclusion and secrets. With the moon commencing the month there, you can do some quiet meditation, deep breathing, that will also help calm things, stabilize your life, and bring some good fortune your way. Let me just show you a few brief important transits here. This one here, which is the new moon taking place in your 4th house. Big change in circumstances domestically. You've got Mercury going direct again. Mars also, which is the planet that relates to the fulfillment of your desires in life. Isn't it interesting? That's a negative planet, according to the bulk of Vedic astrologers. Some Vedic astrologers believe Mars can actually work for you. I would have a preference to appease this planet, to neutralize the energies along with Mars, to bring good fortune. The new moon here is showing us acquisition of new vehicles, new property, land, change of residence, new approach to the way you deal with your family relationships as well. Just at that point too, on the 11th, Mars moves into your 9th house, so it's giving you a really big drive towards ethics, religion, philosophy, long distance journeys. This part of your life is going to be strongly connected to friendships, but also to your work. So there could be collaborative ventures with people that are comrades, friends, acquaintances. And here there could be some study involved in that, or some journeying to go to maybe some unusual places that may stimulate your thought processes and your business planning in this area. Moon, Venus and Jupiter in the 6th house show a lot of energy in this area, work-wise, service-wise, And looking after your health is also important. We mentioned Venus is one of your better planets. It rules your children, being the ruler of the 5th house, but it's also ruling the 12th house of hospitals, being in the 6th house of sickness. So children may suffer during this period. You need to, if you're a parent, to look after their dietary concerns, their lifestyle habits, and somehow engage them in better practices to improve their health overall. There could be high expenses in this month as well, with the 6th house ruling your expenditure. The other important transits here, when when the moon transits Saturn and Pluto in this 8th house of shared resources, we could be seeing a continuation over this few days up into the 16th, 17th, 18th and 19th, all related to your partnerships, your marriage, and how you're dealing with your financial resources at that time. The fiery conjunction of Moon and Mars is an important one there in your 9th house. Students who are watching this, be careful not to get embroiled in heated discussions with your teachers who would like you to believe they know better, even if you know they don't, but that could cause some problems for you in your relationship with them. And you don't want to get your teachers, or for that matter, for those of you that are working employers offside, which we see here with the conjunction of the Moon and Neptune. The other big one here, in this area of friendship and fulfillment of desire, lots of things happening after the 25th associated with friends, and the Moon returns back to its base place towards the end of the month on the 28th and 29th into that 12th house, re-accentuating the issue of expenditure that we mentioned earlier in the month. Finishes off on on the 30th in the 1st house, again with that really nice Moon Sun trine. This can really make you feel good about yourself, and that's a nice completion to the month of September. Check out the astrology.com.au website. There's lots of other really interesting things there that I've put up for you. We've got all the oracles, which are free. We've got practitioners there that you can consult, including myself, and your daily, monthly and yearly readings, along with a lot of other information that might be of interest to you. Take care and see you again next month. Bye.